So, look, man, even though we have the NBA Finals going on, I mean, there's two big stories at the moment brewing. It's number one. Well, the first story is actually the New York Knicks, and the second story is Kevin Durant, right? Where is he going to be traded next? All right, but I think even bigger though at the moment is the New York Knicks, man. I for the life of me, I was never an advocate of of them firing Tom Thibodeau. I think many people can understand that Tom Thibodeau, was stuck in his ways. Short bench, didn't use the bench. Okay, I get it. I mean, could he get a chance to maybe evolve? I know he's 67 years old. He's shown that, he doesn't really budge, but to be this close to get into the NBA Finals, and being in the Eastern Conference Finals, they haven't been in 25 years. I mean, damn, and this is where the Knicks affair is gone. I mean, look, man, they basically asked every coach that got a job, it seemed like, that's currently employed, outside of Jay Wright, if they want the job, and teams are just shutting it down, and this is a sad New York Knicks story, tragic, very tragic. Now, there's times where there's plenty of time to flip the script. We didn't get into the summer free agency, all that stuff. So, but at the current moment, it's looking like a horror story. For many years, the Knicks were a laughing stock for so long. They were, to have an NBA team in a big market and be abysmal, missing playoffs, a bad roster, bad balance sheet, bad books, awful. Okay, James Dolan past couple years stepped back and let Leon Rose and management actually run the team like an NBA franchise with no emotions. And within a quick turnaround, they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Made multiple 50-win seasons. Okay, you're in the second round last year, then you're in the Eastern Conference Finals this year, making healthy progressions as an NBA franchise. Forget being the Knicks, but it helps being the Knicks that, you're a big market team and you're making healthy moves. Then, fast forward, you lose to Indiana Pacers that if the Indiana Pacers want to win the championship, I mean, damn. You go 6 games with the eventual champs and you get fired after being in the Eastern Conference Finals and you haven't been there in 25 years and you fired a coach. This is bad. Bad New York business. Everybody's saying that this has James Dolan written all over it, and it feels that way. It really does. James Dolan is back to meddling in the pot. Okay, back to screwing things up. And I've said this before. I'm like, dog, continuity can sometimes be your best resource, right? Sometimes keeping things as is, making small little changes here and there could go very well. Especially coming off success. I get it. Was the offense ball dominant with Brunson? You gave up too much from Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? Was the defense not ideal? Was Karl Anthony Towns loafing around, not hustling back enough? Missing the defensive reads. Yeah. These are all schematics that could be worked on in a second year with Brunson and Towns and Bridges. But no, the Knicks want to blow this up, from a head coaching spot. Okay, they barely started getting success. They barely started getting back into relevancy again. And this is where they're at. It's embarrassing, man. I mean, you're asking Billy Donovan now, asking Quinn Snyder now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. Is the only coach that they got is Mike Malone it? Is it Mike Malone and that's it? Right? I mean, I'm not a big fan of Mike Malone, but if they want Mike Malone, that seemed like that's their only option. And then what if Mike Malone says he doesn't want the next job? What if Mike Malone wants to recover from coaching Denver and just relax for a year? I mean, if they do get Mike Malone, I'd be shocked if he takes the job right after. Taylor Jenkins is there, Mike Budenholzer is there. Where they're gonna go? What actual options is a really good candidate that's available? And if I'm Mark Jackson, man, I don't want to coach the NBA, man. How long do I got to be blackballed? To me, at this point, why not Mark Jackson? Why not? Why not? He has the pedigree. You know, he was the architect of the Warriors team with KD, Clay, Draymond. I'm sorry, Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Iguodala. You know what I'm saying? He's shown that he can coach. He's from New York. Well, what better person, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. A lot of guys want Mark Jackson. Why not though? Why not? You know, but you know, I don't think the Knicks are going to be smart enough in their next coaching hire. You know, the whole NBA world is watching what the New York Knicks do as they're embarrassing themselves left and right, firing Tom Thibodeau. I mean, you could have waited over the summer, fire him, and then once the season is done, to see which personnel is available. You can make better backdoor calls. Instead, they're getting publicly embarrassed and shamed. You know, to go from an Eastern Conference Finals team to now being at home and being the laughingstock yet again of the NBA. Y'all know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.